you guys have done a lot of different movies, been all over the place. So have you had a Bicoastal Brotherhood going on? Or you guys been together or apart? What's that been like?
That's a great question. We've had a little bit of a Bicoastal brother problem, but if I'm not
more bisexual brother problem, but
all right, we can't go a day without talking to each other.
it's been like carrying a heavy backpack for a long day, and then you finally take it off and you feel like you can fly. That's what it's like. Nat. No, it's been a bummer. I hate not being with Nat. He moved out recently, and my parents have just been empty nesting the crap out of me. And so I really miss Nat in every possible way, every way, shape, and form, every creed, every code, every sweater, every mile, every second, every day. Nat, you'll be in my heart every single way.
Do I need some proof? Some more proof of my love. What I see in you is what I'm going through.
Your fans were treated to an awesome set tonight because you played some
Thank you so
throwbacks,
much.
yeah, and some new songs. So what was it like choosing what songs you were going to sing? Because you played Taxi Cab, you played Proof of My Love, which was not the usual, like from your past tours, those are songs that you haven't played. So what made you guys decide wanted to do those songs? Like how did that come about?
I think it's always for us. It keeps it exciting to play music. Alex actually just said today, he was like, "Wow, we've been a band for like 10 years," and it's so funny to think about that because we were so young when we started our band. That we actually have like a pretty big catalog of music to choose from when we come up with a set. And this time particularly, because we have all these new songs, I was thinking, man, this is so hard. We're losing these songs that are usually our staples of our live show, and then we realized that's great. We'll just play a different set every time. And so it's been really fun for like playing Proof of My Love, which is an old Naked Brothers Band song we never play, and Taxi Cab, I think we've played on and off, but
It was fun, yeah.
we gotta play Crazy Car. People love hearing that.
But Proof of My Love has always been my favorite. It's always been one of my favorites, and I love it so much. So we thought we'd just pull out old stuff from our repertoire and things like that.
It's balancing we gotta play our new songs that are coming out in the next couple of months, like Cities in This Just Love, for April 22nd. We had to play those. Not that we don't want to, but. And then we had to play, we have a couple more songs coming out in the next couple months. We had to play those. And then we got to pick from the Naked Brothers Band songs we know people want to hear, and still fun to kind of go back. And then also pick from Black Sheep songs, which I think is the majority of the set. Alex is yawning.
New songs, but
Majority of new songs? Yeah. I played a brand new song tonight that I've never played before, and Alex played a brand new song that he's never played before.
me too.
Now, you had a pretty exciting weekend last weekend with Birders. So
Yeah.
you did a Q&A session at some movies.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
how did that come about? And working with the Q&A sessions,
Mm-hmm.
did you have any cool questions or anything come up?
Yeah, it was all really fun. It was really cool because I've seen it before, but it's always fun really seeing it with an audience, and it came out, and it was in the New York Times, which was really fun, and got a good review. So a lot of people came, which is really cool. Yeah, which is always fun because when you're making the movie, or like when I was making the movie, I was having so much fun. I didn't really think, is this gonna be a good movie? It didn't really occur to me. I was like, this movie was so fun, and then it turned out to be a really cool movie. So the Q&A was really fun, and people asked really good questions. But it was cool because there was like a bunch of different groups. I went to one screening that was like a lot of young people, like 15, 16 people, and then like 65-year-old bird watcher people. We're like, well, the bird, like very into the birding part of the movie. And then I went to a screening that was like all 25-year-old just film student kids who were just interested in movies, and that was really cool. That was really fun. They seemed energetic, and
I was at one of them. I was
Now
part of
he's
the
11.
audience. Yeah,
He's 19.
I've seen the movie 4 times. I love it. There's this line where Alex says, "Will you speed up? Feels like we're in a wagon," and it's the funniest line in the movie.
Now, what is your favorite bird?
What's my favorite bird? Well, there's this bird called, I think, the King Charles something. It's a crazy bird or something, but they call it butterbutt because it has this, an ass that's just completely yellow, and they call it butterbutt, and it's really funny. So I looked at that, and I just think it's funny. And there's also one that's very slutty. I thought was very funny. To be fair, those are the only 2 birds I know. Just kidding. No, I know some birds. But there's a slutty. Yeah, there's a bird, slutty, and I said it in the movie, but I don't remember what kind of bird it was. But it like sleeps. It just that's how it lives. That's how it survives. It goes from one bird to another bird. It mates and mates and mates and mates and keeps mating.
Follow your train, it's last station. Follow, follow, follow.
I saw the Behaving Badly trailer, so that's been getting a lot of buzz. And then, of course, The Fault in Our Stars has a huge fan base just with the book, but now all these fans are going to go convert over to the movie, and they're all really excited for it. So tell us a little bit about working on The Fault in Our Stars. I know that you have a little bromance going on with Ansel, I've heard. I've heard great things, obviously, about you from the other cast members and stuff. So, yeah.
Cool. You talked to Ansel? Have you talked to Ansel and Shay and stuff?
And everyone was just like, Nat Wolff's the funniest guy on set. Like, every single person said that, so.
Wow.
The
Funniest person on set.
That's pretty cool.
Honestly, it's because Alex wasn't there. Well, I'm used to getting overshadowed, my humor getting overshadowed by Alex, so it was good to get, take that backpack off and fly, If that gets edited out, that comment's going to make no sense. Yeah. No, Fault in Our Stars is amazing to work on. I lived in an apartment right next to Ansel, and I was really messy, and he was really clean, so we spent all the time in his apartment. And Shay lived down the street, and Josh Boone, the director, is my friend, and everybody, John Green and I became friends. And so it's really been, it was really like became a family. But yeah, it was definitely the funniest.
And now Paper Towns, that was just announced. It was all over the internet, kind of just like blew up. So how did that project come about? Was it something that you inquired with them about, or did they come to you?
They actually, when I was on set, said, "Hey, you should read this book, Paper Towns." And I had read Looking for Alaska, which is his, with John Green's first book, and but I hadn't read that one yet, and I'd read Fault, obviously. But they said, "You should read Paper Towns," and so I read it, and it's my favorite, definitely my favorite of the John Green books. And the way they said it was the producers who said, "You should read Paper Towns," kind of like, but I didn't know, and then it was about a month ago. I knew before it had been announced, but about a month ago they said, "So do you want to play Quentin?" And I said, "Yeah, for sure, of course." And not only is it with these amazing people, but it's really is an amazing story. And it's cool. It's coming. It's gonna. The news is breaking right when Palo Alto, this movie I'm in, is about to come out, which has our song in it, and right when Birders came out, and Fault. So it's going to be a good rollout of things. I don't know what I'm talking about. We had a long concert. I'm really tired.
It's really hard to keep up with you guys because you have a lot of stuff coming out, and then you just add on the music with it too.
Yeah.
So you have concerts.
'Cause if I feel like a rock star with nowhere to perform, will you stroke my ego till that feeling is gone? I don't see the glass half empty 'cause I've filled it to the brim. Drink it down, go back up till the devil calls again. Devil calls me again.
When they give you gifts and stuff, what do you guys do with them? And are there anything interesting that you've gotten anytime recently?
Bonfires? Just totally kidding. Completely kidding.
That'll be out. I'll get that out.
Okay. Or keep it, whatever. No, we really do keep a ton. We really do keep a ton. We like a kid. Well, it's extraordinary. If we threw this out, we'd be just jerks. But some kid, like 9-10 years ago, made us a guitar with strings and stuff. It's really cool. Like rubber bands of the strings, and it's like all done. It's really amazing. We still have that, and we look at it every day. It's really cool.
I have bags and bags of fan stuff in my old room.
Screaming like crying children. Oh, yes, they shriek like money lover.
Now, your movie, it was called Writers, now it's called Stuck in Love, is on Netflix. So I always see that circulating on Twitter, people checking that out. So what has been the feedback with that movie? Because
People go crazy. I've heard somebody in the park yesterday said, somebody's about to push the door, I can feel. Somebody in the park yesterday said, she's like, "You've made me cry way too much in the last couple of months," which I thought was a great, weird compliment. No, people love that movie, and they always say, "Can't believe Kate did that to you," about Kate going off with the other guy. And then, it's been great with I Won't Love Any Less getting the song in that movie, and and that I got basically work with a lot of the same people from that movie on Fault. And by a lot, I mean one person, Josh Boone, who directed it.
Stay on the streets of this town, and they'll be calling you up alright. They say you gotta stay hungry. Hey baby, I'm just about starving tonight.
Are you guys both iPhone users? And if so,
Yes.
what are your favorite apps?
Yes, I am. I love Ninjump. I love my Instagram app, my Twitter app. Those are great. I love IMDb app. Love the Netflix app. Love the Fandango app. It's very little. I've named about 5.
I delete all my apps off my phone.
And also there's one more, Rotten Tomatoes. I always check. I'm very adamant Rotten Tomato checker.
I just delete all my apps. I lost all my apps because like my phone was running out of space, and I don't know how to. I have so many pictures and music and stuff on it. So
Mine is so much room.
So you guys weren't Flappy Bird people? You didn't get into that?
No. I just kind of came out of nowhere, Flappy Bird. It looks
Yeah.
exhausting.
Yeah.
I just has too much, just too much stress.
I always find out about these things way after. I've never heard of Flappy Bird. What is it?
It's like you kind of bump up the bird so that it goes through pillars, and you have to like keep it going with your like finger. It's very stressful.
So fun.
Yeah, it's not.
It's really stressful. It looks really stressful to me.
They made a Fall Out Boy version, so it's like Fallout Bird, and it's like they just like because apparently they discontinued Flappy Bird. Like you can't get it on the App Store anymore.
Wow.
So Fall Out Boy was
the guy,
like,
yeah, the guy took it off because he thought it was. I don't
yeah,
know.
it's not